Hi. This is where most people probably got their first start into Warhammer. Space Marine 2. Super popular game. I loved it myself. But this is not where I got my first start into Warhammer. For that, we will have to go back 2019 to a game that I don't know the year it came out, and I don't feel like looking it up right now. And this was my true first foray Warhammer. I remember I got it early 2019. It was way before COVID, and I was very excited for it. Now, I used to be, well, I still am, a grand strategy game player, and Total War made this gem with collaboration of CA and Sega is the other people that made it. I should know, it was on the screen a second ago. So I'll let this little bit play here for a little bit, and then when we get into the gameplay, I'll start talking.
From the Badlands come the orcs and goblins, a green tide of brutal creatures that must be stopped. In Sylvania, the dead rise again. The vampire counts march forth. The mighty dwarf kingdoms, long thought diminished, are resurgent under their high king. And at the old world's heart stands the Empire. Karl Franz must prove worthy of the Warhammer. Then there is chaos. Its corrupting, changing taint despoils all before it. Only the strongest will endure. War is upon us. It is unending.
So, the first time I saw that, I thought, that's sick. I'm going to get this game. Now, I'm no grand strategy great game player, but I enjoyed my 43 hours I put into it. I used to play it on my grandparents' PC from like 2011. They still had it in 2019. But when I was playing this, I almost got into the miniatures. I'll show you some old world miniatures up on screen. These look goofy, and I won't say I don't like them. I kind of do. And it makes sense because I like the goofy looking Catachans just as well as I like these. I like the goofiness. It doesn't need to look perfect. Although this black orc, I believe this is a black orc, this thing looks sweet. All right, I might buy this to substitute it out for regular orcs. I'm pretty sure orc players do that anyways, and I don't blame them. I would do it. Well, I'm gonna do it. As long as, if it's a little bit cheaper, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. And I believe the last thing is just a giant. Yeah, look at how goofy this looks. It's hilarious. It has a headstone as an axe head. Is that not goofy enough? I did like the goofiness, but at the prices that these things cost, I was like, I'm not ready to make the jump. So I went ahead and went back to just playing the game. And for this gameplay here, I'll talk a little bit over this because might as well. Like I said, I'm not a super great player. My whole thing was hurdling, so being super defensive. Found out a lot of factions not very good doing that, and like the Warriors of Chaos and stuff, they're meant to be on the attack more than they are to be on the defense. So I would eventually always like encroach out like I have, make it so the AI realizes, okay, charge him, because they think that you're gonna charge them. and then hold back and set up a line of defense and flank with cavalry. That was pretty much 99% of how I played Total War Warhammer. Warhammer 2, and probably a good portion of Warhammer 3. Honestly, though, I probably started to learn how to use magic good in Warhammer 3. So this will just be kind of more footage of me just messing around, having fun. Charging these cavalry. I love watching these people fly. It's fun. Getting sandwiched and flanked like that by the, what are those? I forget the name of those. What are they? Pikemen? No, they're not pikes. I don't know what they are. Halberds. They're halberds. That's what they are. Pushing that up. Pushing gunmen up to the side because my infantry's about to flee off that center line. So when I do that, I'm able to flank with them and have a free range fire pretty much into their swordsmen. And after that happens, it does take out a bunch of their infantry, dumps their morale. I charge in the rear line of these swordsmen. That breaks that unit, which should cause a chain reaction over to here any second now. And then finally go towards the 2 spear units. Look at that goofy charge. I love it. Oh, I did miss playing this game. I literally started this game in order to play it for this video. I recorded this the same time that I'm voicing over the stuff. So I love just watching the little guys fly. So whenever the battle's over and everybody's just running, I just charge them down with cavalry just to watch them fly further. I think I get a really good one where they'll just come in off camera flying in the air. Yeah. I love this goofy little game. So let's go back to today, or not today, back to October of 2024. I came to this website, like us all make our great pilgrimage to, and found out that Warhammer was not cheap. It was not a cheap hobby. Intercessors for $62.50. Nah, I ain't about that. So what I ended up doing instead was going to Amazon. Now Amazon, I think, runs 15% off, so it was more like $50. $62.50 is almost a brand new video game, and at the time, video games were kind of better than they are now. Honestly, this was obviously 2024. In October, so that's the big release time. Since I've gotten into this hobby, video games have kind of gone down. Anyways, this is not the talk we're gonna have about that. I fell in love with this hobby. I really have. You can see me right here. This was today's footage, actually. This is a Krieg. I almost said Marine. I keep calling them Kriegsmarine. They're just Krieg. This is for a Krieg kill team that I will also be substituting in as regular infantry. And you'll soon find out why I have to buy a kill team to substitute them in as infantry. Oh, it makes me mad. But I believe it's fine. I don't think anyone would ever throw a fit about it. I've always come across people who are in the same fandom that I'm in, and it's always positive. It's always positive. You could be a 12-year-old and painted your first mini, and it's just white with 2 red eyes, and people are going to tell you how to, like, get better at it. They're not going to say it looks like crap. So whenever I want to go find something cool on Warhammer, I find that it's always sold out. That includes the Lieutenant with Combi Weapon, which is you can only get him in this. Or all of the Krieg entire model range, which blows. Thank God I've got a 3D printer. Or if you're going to be like me, we're still on Krieg, sorry. This is why I can substitute them for the kill team, because if you look at this and look at the kill team, basically the same. They both got doctor units in them and all. So, or if you're like me and you're like, screw it, I'll do some World Eater stuff, have some like commemorative looking unit. Oh wait, I can't do that because literally all but like 8 things are sold out. It's ridiculous. I wanted to make a cool Contemptor Dreadnought, have Karn and Angron in their original 30k pose, and makes me mad. It just oh. GW, please, for the love of God, give me stuff in stock. I want the opportunity to purchase something. And as I'm ranting right now, I'll go on rants about stuff like this on my YouTube, where this rant was about all the choice of weaponry for 30k, and they get an index telling you what every weapon is. Man, that'd be nice for when you're fielding a tank for the first time. These are some of the most recent painted minis, and I'm super proud of how they turned out. All of these are painted up live on stream, and I'm so happy with the people that stopped by. Hopefully we can build a bigger community, and we'll actually go into some clips. Yeah, if you got any questions, man, ask away. I love helping new people get into the hobby. I've actually, I'll show you my first ever mini I painted. Keep him on my desk for live stream. So he is not. This was painted back in October. He is not the greatest mini. I had just Vallejo paints when I painted him. He is the first in the hobby. Also, this, make sure my brush is clean. This ultramarine logo is 3D printed because I didn't know how to use transfer sheets. So I printed one up and painted it. So then I figured out how to use transfer. Yeah, no, and I just used blue, gold, which is you gotta layer your gold properly. Apparently I missed a spot right here. Some black. What was the leather snake bite leather hours because it's all the same color. But I did a whole bunch of like so much of this model comes to life just by the crew. So you got the 3D printed shot that is going out. You got the next guy ready to reload it. You got the person that just basically ripped the cord to let one rip. You got a las rifle. A las rifle that I don't know if I'm gonna make him shooting, but he's aiming. I've thought about putting a like a paper clip, painting it red, and making it look like a las shot's going out as well, but I wasn't quite sure about that. A cannon that's got rusting on the bottom and crevices, barbed wire across the front, brass chain that I put on the front as well, just because I like that. Some more rusting effects here and there. Some dirtiness over a decal. A cup over here. Craters from impacts that are filled with mud puddles. I don't think they should be wet. Then barbed wire across the front, and these are actually just bits of sprue that I painted white, and I took a hobby knife and marked down so they look like wooden puddles. Then this is from the Army Painter. This is so yeah, no, I put a lot of effort into this, and this is kind of what made me learn how to do this. All of this woodwork, I'm so happy this woodwork turned out so well. That was probably the most nerve-wracking thing, was all the woodwork in it. And I mean, even this woodwork turned out well. Everything looks dirty and muddy. Perfect. And then there's their worn down spots on their backpacks and such. I'll apologize again for the audio in those two clips. This is by far my best painted mini. It's got all the dangly bits. It will be replaced by Angron at some point, hopefully sometime in the near future, but you never know. Angron might have to get put on hold because I want him to look great. This is also my first mini. I talk about it plenty. And a FDM printed tank for maybe the next FDM print video. So I want to say thank you for everyone who subscribed, everyone who supported. This is the Shelf of Fame as of today, making this video. I really had no idea this would get this big. And if you ever want to stop by, I live stream weekdays in the afternoon, Central Daylight Time, probably like 4 or 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And on Saturday, I do a 9 or 10 p.m. stream for people across the pond. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.